As a Native American person, I get asked a lot of weird questions from time to time. One of the things I get asked about a lot is what types of foods do Native American people eat? Now, Native American people stretch all the way from Canada all the way down to the southern tip of South America, so a lot of different things. But for here in the United States specifically, the answer is quite simple. Look around you, man. We usually eat things like deer, elk, and buffalo. And when it comes to vegetables, you can credit Native Americans for things like squash and corn. Even pumpkins are a Native American food. So anytime you drink anything pumpkin spice this time of year, you can thank Native Americans for it. However, there is one type of food that I think people don't realize is actually Native American based. Back in the early 1500s, the Caribbean was primarily occupied by the European nation of Spain. Now, the Caribbean were home to many places like Jamaica and Cuba, but also to the people known as the Taino. And ignoring all the genocide and atrocities that the Spanish committed on the Taino people, one of the things they did was document certain aspects of the way that they lived. One of the things that they observed was a certain style of cooking that they used. And the first time being documented in text in the year 1526 by Spanish explorer Gonzalo Fernandez, the explorer, he talked about a certain style of cooking that required sticks to be put in a certain type of framework. At the bottom of this framework was a heat source that would slow burn with coal, hanging meat from the very top of it. This would take a long period of time, and it would cook it very thoroughly, slowly, and it would lead to better preservation and a better taste. And the word that he found that the Taino people used for this style of cooking was called barbacoa. And as you may have already guessed, barbacoa is the root origin word for the word barbecue. It was so incredibly popular with a lot of the Spanish that it did make its way to the United States eventually and became very popular in America pre-Civil War years when the South were needing a different type of way to cook certain types of pork. And the South, obviously being closest to the Caribbean, they were able to use this way of cooking to fix their problem. So every time you eat any type of barbecued food, know that it comes from Native American origin. The more you know.